this farm, filling up a boost meter. We got 33 minutes filled up so far.
What drink do you drink?
No. I told you to get that drink right there.
No!
After you drink that, then you can have some more of something. There's nothing. How many of these have I planted? 459. Okay. And every time your level goes up, you get a longer boost. I think it started out at like 45 minutes, and now I get like an hour and, oh Lord, I don't even know, 15, 20 minutes. Alright, so we can plan those. I wonder, oh, let's see. Hi. Change that one. Where's my kiss? There's my kiss. Alright. Is this your farm, Babooksk? Yes. Would you like me to plant your turnips? Shasta daisies you need. Tulips, peas. Turkeys and flowers and starfruit, eel and mustard, jimaka. Yeah, you only have 24 jimakas. Jimakas it is. Alright. Now, if you want to go behind me, we can do that too. But just plant your jimakas. Good job. Get a head start. Should be 2 or 3 rows of jimakas that you need. 190, maybe. Call back up, my baby. See a little row right there that you missed. You gotta fix that row right there. Alright. Oops. Yeah, you got 288 of them planted so far. How many did you need? You don't even know. Okay, whatever. you, sweetheart. You sure can. Now, when you do harvest other people's farm like this, you know, you don't get no fruits, vegetables, coins. But that boost meter means the world. Wow. You do get XP though. And it's good to help some people out. This is what they're... Alright, next row, I suppose we'll do these two. I would vote plan something different. Ooh, you're full on vegetables. Full on vegetables. You need to go sell some vegetables. Is what you need to do. Sell some vegetables. Where's your vegetable seller thing? Is that where it is? Yes, that's what you need to do. Sell you some vegetables. Just about out of gas, so... Oh, you need to sell some flowers too. Just so you know, you need to sell some flowers and some vegetables. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Alright. I had enough of that farm. So, we didn't fill up our boost all the way, but, you know, we're ready to go to our farm. What is that? A juice? A little juice? That's fine. It's fine. That is so fine, honey. That is fine. You can drink a little juice. Alright. Here we go. We got 50 minutes worth of boost right now. So, my farm, I got my warehouse I work on. Level 109. I need 608 cheeses. That's a lot of cheeses, you know. If you didn't know that, that's a lot of freaking cheeses. This is my cheese thing. 150 milks gives me 5 cheeses. And you've seen how many cheeses. Okay. But you don't want to waste your boost at all. When you have your boost, you want to harvest. You don't necessarily want to plant, but you want to harvest. Because when you harvest with your boost, you get double. You get double everything. Like here, I'm getting extra diamonds and an extra flower. And I want to say extra experience. So, when you look at my map here, all the orange is part of a mission. So, I have a lot right now. Because it's first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, your farm is, you know, full. Everything's ready. So I'm going to go ahead and do the green grapes because they are part of a mission. Plus, during my boost, I get 2 grapes. And grapes are a great seller for diamonds. They are a high profiter item versus like the vegetables. Sometimes when I have my boost, I don't plow because it makes it quicker to where you can just zoom through and grab as many grapes as you can, but then you have more work to do later, so, but later you might not have a boost. Or you can go back and visit someone else's farm and get another boost, to where I've done definitely 2 boosts in one day, 2 full hour and 15-minute boosts. 3 boosts is hard because you have to spend that time on someone else's farm as well. But when you start upgrading all your little upgrade machines and your warehouse, every time that you upgrade, it takes fruits, vegetables, spices, grapes, whatever, flowers. It takes product and money. So, you want to make sure and always have your product and have plenty of product to sell and to go into your machine things, your upgrades. I don't want to turn it up too loud. I was busy. But I'll turn it up a notch or 2 for you. Y'all might hear a little Captain Tate. I do apologize. That's okay. Alright, we're almost done with the green grapes. And, your quests, you try to keep full. And you try to keep all going. Them quests give you diamonds. Them quests give you ribbons. Quests give you, everything. You complete the quest, you get the reward. You normally try to keep your quests full. Anytime you can get a new quest, you go ahead and hurry up and get it. If you want all your stuff to keep growing. Hardest thing to get is probably your ribbons. Certain things cost the ribbons, and certain things, there's only select ways to get the ribbons. For instance, completing the missions gives you the ribbons, and the only other way to get the ribbons is by doing jobs in the houses. See, I finished that mission and it automatically gave me another mission, see? And the mission it gave me just so happens to be something I already have plenty of planted. The fiscals. And so I have them planted. Now my tulips, I did just harvest my tulips yesterday. Tulips take 2 days, so I'll probably have to wait a whole day just for the tulips. White hibiscus and the flowers, I know them are down there already. Ducks. I got raspberries ready. Raspberries ready. And okay, so looks like I'm full on fish though. So I do have lots of fish, and I spend my fish in my houses. I make sushi. I get 20 job tickets every time I make a sushi. It's easy because I have an abundance of fish. I can sit here and sell my fish all day and still feed my fish into my sushi, and it builds up my job tickets. There at the bottom, I have 4,067 job tickets. But you need your job tickets to keep your workers busy. Let me fill up my gas while I'm here. This is my workers. When you look at my map, my workers are the little blue dots. I have them mainly in my animal section, but I do have 2 workers in my trees. right here is my mission stand. This is my little agency. Anytime you see a little pink bucket on it, you want to pick it. You pay 1 ribbon, it says, to get an additional quest, but whatever, that doesn't even matter. I have been doing only the long quests lately. So it gives me the quest, it tells me what it is. I'm going to make it stay, that way I can see it. It was this one that's the most important. The stupid tomatoes there. I need 210 of those. The Annabelle hydrangea, that's a flower. The red grape, I already have planted, it says 267. And lavender, so it's a pretty easy one. This one is my upgrade machine. See, each time I upgrade that, the next upgrade costs 49 million coins, because I've already got it to a level 31. They're pretty high. That's my tree house. I'm not going to get into right now because we have lots of orange. So we're going to go ahead and speed through and grab these here grapes. That, thank goodness, I planted grapes yesterday. I did not know that this mission was going to require grapes, but the more you play, you kind of get a feel. Out of all the fruits and vegetables, sometimes you get lucky and you do pick the right one. Sometimes you may not have enough of them, but, it's a relaxing game. It's really no hurry. But I look at it, the more that you plant and the more that you harvest, the more profit is coming in. Pretend like it's real life for a little bit and be like, yes, I want all this profit, I want all this money, I want all these grapes. No. Early Bird Farms is the name of my farm. We had a little farm when I was little, and that's of course what it was called. We had emus, which is cool because there is emus on here. There's actually a whole lot of stuff on here. It's really cool. I'm so sorry, I smoked too much. Alright. Looks like all the grapes right here, but clearly we have some more somewhere else. But we're gonna... These turmeric is great diamond producers. But we're gonna try to concentrate on the orange the most. Is it the artichokes? No, it wasn't the artichokes. It's these here raspberries. See. Try to put gas stations everywhere because that is one of the irritating things. You get into a roll of constant harvest plant, and you run out of gas and you have to search all over the place for a gas station. It's not cool. Waste valuable time. The main time you're concerned about your time, of course, is when you do have a boost. You don't want to waste time feeding animals or going into your houses when you have a boost. When you have a boost, you just want to strictly harvest. See, I'm getting double peanuts. Your sunflowers give you nuts. Double peanuts every single time. And if you need a lot of nuts, it's... sometimes I can plant 1,000 sunflowers. Sunflowers are fun. Not the best profit maker, but my good profit maker is the fiscals and the shards. But let's go to number 2 here, which is fiscals, because I planted a lot of fiscals, because fiscals cost $8,000 per square, and as you see here, per square you're getting 19,050 basically per square. And 2 pieces of fruit, which the fruit is important for me. The fruit's important because I don't even sell my fruit at a fruit stand. Horses and animals take fruit to feed and to make jam. And sometimes them warehouses and upgrade machines will want an obscene amount of jams, like 400 and something jams. And you can also sell your jams for tickets, ribbons, pink ribbons. I mean, you see, I have planted 1,674 fiscals because that is just a great profit. It's doubling my money. You know, I will easily spend $8,000 and get me almost 20. You know, uh, it helps make the money go way up, especially if you plant a whole lot. It's one of the biggest, the fiscals and the shards is the biggest money producing item. Now, since the seasons did just change, and I do see that, oh no, it did, I passed it up. See, every time the season changes, you can plant different things. See, I just missed the opportunity to plant that tomato because the seasons changed. So I'm just gonna, continue to use my boost right now and not worry about planting anything, which is okay. Because sometimes when you finish a challenge, you'll get a new challenge, and then you'll see, oh, I should have planted that, you know. So sometimes it's very good to get the challenges out of the way. That way you can get your new challenge and see what really needs to be planted. Especially if you're limited for planting space. Me in the mornings, as you see, I'm going to have plenty of planting space. I mean, plenty. But some things you might want to put in certain spots, certain areas. It just depends. You know, and I wouldn't count and bank on people coming to your farm to help you out, because sometimes they don't. I don't have great luck with people coming to visit too often. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't do nothing. It's like, what, you can't see all these X's, you know, that need to be done? I understand when you go to a farm and there's nothing to be done, you have to leave. Wasted all that time trying to find a farm and they had nothing to do. So I already got all these, so let's not worry about them no more. We're going to come up here by number 5, just because this little bitty patch of something. Is it the raspberries? Yep. A couple raspberries here. A couple raspberries there. Now your deers, let me tell you, these reindeers and them deers are very valuable. They produce the most money. Some people just fill up their farm with deers. You know, it might be good for getting money going and generated. That's just like with a certain flower. You know, it's great to get money generated, but if you want to do your missions, you got to have everything. You know, you can't just pick fish and do just fish or just do animals. You have to have a little bit of everything. Because the missions that even they automatic generate, like this one, that one, Venus flytrap, that's a flower. Carp is a fish. Raspberry is a plant. And the red snapper is another fish. Alright, that's all the raspberries that we were needed. So let's say toodaloo to that section. Horses take forever. Since I do need some horses for a challenge, I'm going to feed these horses right here. I think it's this horse that's on my challenge, right? Yeah, no, next. I think it's the polka dotted horse here. Oh, I'm gonna feed them. By feeding them, they will get ready quicker. This horse is hour and 23 minutes, which is a while. And they could eat every 15 minutes, If you don't watch out, you can spend a lot of money in these feeders and not think that you're making anything. There's a lot of controversy with the feeders. Now, if you have workers there, you don't have to have a feeder at all, because that worker is going to feed the animals. Like this worker here, he's feeding all these pigs. He has 50 tiles, but I have placed extra pigs all around him. That way, if I have a mission that needs 200 pigs, or however many pigs, I can come through here and harvest these other ones, and they'll go again. But I don't need pigs right now, so this is a little laggy section of my farm, this corner. Personally, I try not to come to this section too often. I won't even harvest them unless if I need them for a mission. It's just real slow in this section. But I'm going to go ahead and go up this row to where I have one extra row. Most of these workers are harvesting all these animals for me. Milks are a great item to get on your boost, because I needed, 600 cheeses or something. Goats produce milk, reindeers produce milk, and the cows produce milk. So, you have a lot of options to get your milk from. And you definitely want to harvest milk with a boost, because you always need cheeses. And you can sell the cheeses to the ribbons, but you also need them for the to deposit into the warehouses and stuff. These aren't all the way full, so your fish, your hammerhead sharks, I want to say these guys, swordfish, can't really go with your other fish. They could go with something, I forget, but certain fish can go together and certain fish can't. It's kind of common sense. I don't need none of these. Alright, when we look at the map, we're way up there. Now we do have all that does need harvesting, but we're not doing that yet. Like I said, we're concentrating strictly on the missions. Now the Lombardy cabbage is in the mission. Actually, as soon as I finish all 370 of the Lombardy cabbages, I'll get a new mission. Should. I have the cabbage in a couple different spots. Flowers are also great, but we're gonna just boogie to do these last orange guys before we go on to our flowers. You see, your crops you have to plant over and over and over. You pick them, you plant them again. You pick them, you plant them again. It costs money every time you plant them, but whatever. Most of them aren't that expensive. Your most expensive is the shard, but it yields you the most money. And you're looking at 10 grand per crop. Where if you don't have a lot of money though, 10 grand per crop can disappear mighty quick. But it's pretty easy to build up your money. You can take one day and plant a whole bunch of one of the good profit items. I didn't even do it that way. I think I planted little stuff and then a little bit of the good stuff. And then I'll wait a few days before I put the money into an upgrade machine. To where yesterday or the day before, I upgraded each one of my upgrade machines just one time. But I had 600 million before I had started. And after I upgraded each one time, it had dropped me down to 400 million. To where you can't upgrade them as often as you'd like, because they'll make you poor. Even though each time you upgrade them, you're making more money. It's kind of weird, but why not? Is it upgrading? Updating?
No. Actually, yes.
Well, you might, yep, you gotta wait. It's copying. It's almost done, though. Alright, 86 of these cabbages left. You know, this game is not for everybody. It's not. I personally enjoy it a lot. I love upgrading things. I love trying to get them, you know, to the max. Alright, that challenge is done. But we're gonna scoop up our little extras here. And there is one good thing about the game. At least the crops don't die when they sit too long. I have played a farming game that was like that before. It was like, oh my. You know, if you couldn't get on the game quick enough to harvest them or let them sit too long, it's like, waste of money. I mean, that's more lifelike, but, you know, come on. Alright, and we're done now with the red grapes as well. We're right here by a gas station, so we're going to take this opportunity and boom, fill up our gas a little. Alright, for the most part, we got rid of the orange, except for the flowers. So, we'll start at the bottom, the hydrangeas. Which is purple hydrangeas that we want. This last row I made is kind of a little mixture of all of them. I did plant a lot of hydrangeas, and I did make my flower rows extra long. But it also helps in upgrading them. See, this ain't the best row, but because the more that you harvest, the more that they're going to upgrade. Each time you harvest them, they level up a little. The Annabelle hydrangea, see, it's a level 75. And I mean, if I had less of them, it would take me a lot longer to level it up. Or it would take me a lot longer to complete a mission. You know, I would have to wait another 3 hours for the flower to get ready to harvest again. But by planting enough of them, I don't have to wait. I can, boom, they're done. You know, I only needed 120 of them. Now, our next flower is also a hydrangea, purple one. We already have 54 out of 100, so we'll just zoom down this aisle, get our double flowers. See, I could stop right now and not even finish harvesting my row, but, you know, you kind of want your whole row of flowers to be ready at the same time, which is cool. We're gonna look at our map here, and we're gonna just go ahead and go up instead of traveling to 29. I think it's the... Nope. It's the white hibiscus, right? Yeah. Yep. Now this one you need 180. This one may not... I don't think I have... Do I have 180 of these planted? You know, real quick, easy way to see is you go to your flowers. White hibiscus, no, I only have 126 of these planted, so clearly I'll have to wait an hour and a half to finish them, but that's okay. But at least the hibiscus is a quick one, an hour and a half. Before you know it, before I even get my whole farm replanted and harvested, they'll be ready again. While we're here, I want to say it's the... Wasn't these on the list? No. Okay. Yeah, this is your 7-day flower, the Gerber daisy. It still has 4 days. So we did all of our orange, all of our missions that are actually ready. Now the next thing that is great to do on your boost is you have a few plants that produce your diamonds. Some of mine aren't ready, except for this one up here. But your rosemary, I think that's on my list too, but it has 12 hours still to go. It's a long one. The saffron is a great producing diamond, but it still has 2 days. So you have your oregano. Oregano gives you spice. 2 spices are great because spices give you money. Plus, while you're on the boost, it's giving me 41 diamonds. Which, wait till I show you the teas. Teas got 16 minutes, which are going to fall right under my boost. Sometimes I'll have to leave and go get me another boost just to... you know, do my teas. Your teas and your honeys are very important to a boost, because honeys are only ready once every day, every 24 hours. About like these teas, you know, these teas are every... But they got 15 minutes, and this one takes an hour. This one's not going to be ready. But your mustard cost ribbons to plant, which is a pain in the butt, 1 ribbon or 2. But as you see, it produces nice XP, nice diamonds. Once you have bought all of your expansions, you know, that warehouse is the main thing that costs diamonds. Yeah, there's a bunch of little things that cost diamonds, but you won't be worried about the little things. Like in your houses, you know, it costs diamonds to play the piano and for any decorations, to where those are important. Let's check my honeys real fast. Honeys are tedious. Honeys, you cannot use your tractor, you know, to do more than one at a time. It won't work. It sucks. So I run, push your trigger button down and run and X. Now I planted a lot of honeys because, I mean, you normally only get 1 honey. If you harvest them with the boost, you get 2 honeys. But your honeys and your cheeses are about the same. You know, you can sell them to get ribbons, but if you don't watch out, all of a sudden your warehouse wants 400 honeys or 600 honeys, or they'll do them back to back, which is horrible. You know, and like right now, I have 108 honeys, but you know, yeah, honeys are tedious. But honeys will always give you diamonds, and honeys can give you ribbons if you want them to. At the beginning, I sold my honeys for ribbons all day long because I didn't have my warehouses yet. You know, you don't need them upgrade things that early to where spend them on the ribbons at first. I would anyway, but that's just me. To where these, as you can see, are just very tedious. Tedious. Time consuming. But in a way, you don't really want nobody to come in and harvest them for you because you want double of these. You know, there's certain things that you can just get singles on for sure. You know, that you're going to always have abundance of vegetables, my opinion. But we still have a full 17 minutes. Yeah, it only takes about 5 minutes to gather your honeys because I've had to leave and get me a 5-minute boost. I want to say I did 10 to be on the safe side, but I went and visited someone's farm just for about 10 minutes and came back just to harvest my honeys. Because, you know, they'll be ready the same time the next day, but if you don't get them at that time, then it can mess up your whole shebang. But it's just a thing. And you don't have to pick the long quests. You can pick the short quest or the medium quest. You know, long ones give you bigger rewards, but and my farm is so big is why I pick the long ones, because I don't want to plant something that's fixing to be ready in 20 minutes because I'm busy trying to harvest things from yesterday. You know, 20 minutes, I want something that's going to take a whole day or even 2 days. You know, sell the honeys, takes 20 honeys, gave me a ribbon. This is my jam, guys. You know, it'll take away 50 of my fruits, but if you're full on your fruits, like right now, I'm basically full on my fruits. And I don't sell my fruits at a fruit stand because I have these guys. All I gotta do is go through and click every single one of these, and it's getting rid of 50 of my fruit, turning it into jam. Or you go feed your horses, you know, to where normally my fruits get wiped out and I can't get enough fruits. So in my warehouse I still 608 cheeses. Do y'all realize 608 cheeses? How long? You know, and you do have your gold nuggets, but I have been spending my gold nuggets on cheese and jams for a while now, because it's very hard to get them built up. But oh, we have a mission. Cha-ching! White magnolia, turmeric. Ooh, I already have that planted. Yellow wisteria and bamboo. So we'll go see our trees real fast, since a lot of the missions are trees. We better sell some vegetables though, because that's kind of full. I do wish they had a sell all button on some things, or, you know, sell 10 or something. I don't know. Especially with the fish. Because you could sit here and click it all day long. You know, I got 5,600 vegetables out of 8,000. But like the fish, that's only getting rid of 100 fish at a time. And I got 7,288. So, you'll sit here and spend all this time. Fish don't give you that great profit of diamonds either. This is your spice. 100 diamonds takes away 180 spice. Mushrooms, boom, 80 diamonds takes away. Your berries, 125 diamonds. Berries is a nice one. Alright. Unfortunately, though, none of my trees are orange. It's not cool. So we'll come here to this orange section. Since our turmeric is now on the list, it wasn't on the list earlier. See, if we would have harvested all this turmeric earlier, then we would have had to plant it and wait 6.5 hours. But since we were concentrating on the missions first, now we can plant the turmeric and we won't have to wait on it, which is very cool and very important on getting the missions knocked out. That's 6.5 hours because we already have it planted, because we didn't hurry up and harvest it. Sometimes it does not work out that well. Sometimes it'll work out to where you only have half of them planted and you still gotta wait, or whatever it may be. See, boom, I had plenty planted. But turmeric is still a great item to harvest with a boost, because it's building up your diamonds and it's giving you double spices. Cereal is a great item to harvest on your boost. I don't sell my cereal. Cereal is your wheat. Different things give you wheat, like this. Animals take the wheat, and in the houses it takes wheat. So I don't sell my wheat. I have a hard enough time keeping it built up. So I try to harvest some of that with a boost, for sure. To where sometimes I'll have to go get another boost just to come back and harvest it. Different crops are valuable for different reasons. Ginger here costs low coins, unlike the turmeric, but guess what? It gives me a spice and diamonds. Not as many diamonds as the turmeric, but you know what? They add up. They definitely add up. 11 minutes left. I'm trying to wait on my teas, my two little groups of teas. We could do the wisteria here. What color was it that we needed? It wasn't pink, so. Your wisteria is a plant, which I put in this weird spot, and as you can see, I started out separating them by color. And then across the way there, I just started mixing them. Thought they looked cooler that way. Either way, doesn't matter really how you do it, But wisteria takes a good 5 hours, It's not something where I normally don't harvest it until I have a mission. Some days I won't harvest it. Now if someone comes in and harvests it for me, oh yes, wonderful, because that helps it level up. To where some things you can tell don't get harvested, especially on trees, as much. And these are all miscolored. I tried to just make them look cool-ish. every so many items that you hear that jingle sound, and that's your gold nugget that you found. See, doesn't matter if you're doing plants, trees, or crops, you will get them, and you'll get them filled up. And I mean, you're gonna want to spend them because you don't want them to get full to where then you can't hold no more. You know, you spend them on something. And the main things that I like to use them on is the jams, because they take a while. Honeys sometimes. You know, just whatever you need them for. But there's no reason to save them forever because, I mean, they do no good. They're made to spend. Now, you can let them build up, though. Mine were built up all the way till they were full, and then I wiped them out, though. And I used too many of them too soon in between. But then again, I got my stuff upgraded, though. So, you know, whatever. Each is their own, you know. You do what you want to do. You don't have to copy nobody. But it's good to know your tips. Because, I mean, I know some people that have never visited anybody's farm, you know, and they're missing out on that good boost. Let's just see how much longer these teas got. Now, red and green, 3 minutes. Alright, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. So, for these 3 minutes, we're gonna get some double wheat. Yeah, double flours. I need that. Even though I do like to do my flowers, because flowers are great money makers. As soon as you harvest them, you know, you don't have to pay for them again. But after you harvest them, boom, they can get ready to be harvested again. But if you don't harvest them, you know, they won't ever be ready to go again. You have certain flowers that take longer but yield great money. And I mean great money. I mean bigger money than your highest crop. Even with the deers, some of them. Maybe not quite. The deers are pretty big. I could be seeing if I could plant the tomato, but I'm not right now. See, I could. I am in the right season to plant this stupid tomato. And I need 210 of these tomatoes. You think I can plant 210 tomatoes before the end of this season? As you see, there's only a couple minutes left. But you would be surprised how quickly. That way, that's one thing out of the way. Because then you have to wait every 15 minutes. 16 minutes for the seasons to change. To make the whole thing, to get all the way back around, you know, it's basically an hour. Half of them done so far. And I like a big farm, that way people can come and work on it and have plenty to do. You know, and once you get everything maxed, you know, you can do whatever you want, I suppose. You know, I still want to have enough for people to do, though. You know, I'm not gonna wipe out my farm and alright, we're up to 176. Come on, season's almost over, too. All I need is 210, 210. It's definitely cutting it close, as you can see. Very close, but we did make it. We got exactly 210 up planted. we're gonna plant just these couple extras. You know, we got 213. Alright, check. Now we're gonna go, those 3 minutes should be up, and we're gonna do our teas real fast. Sometimes you can run faster than you can drive. Because we only got 4 minutes to harvest them. But just watch my diamonds. Okay, my diamonds is at 3,078. Okay? Just these 2 rows of teas. My green teas. My reds. Because my black teas, the most expensive tea, ain't going to be ready yet. What is that?
You can set that down.
Oh, well, you'll have to wait just a minute.
Come on, no gun.
Okay. And I'm hoping I don't run out of gas until I make it up the red aisle. And then we will be done with the broadcast for now. Definitely long enough, you know, a good hour. That was the whole hour I had the boost.
Well, you can move it around, you know that.
Alright, 2 rows of teas. Now, you remember what number it was on before? Wasn't it 3,075 or whatever? 3,070 something, right? So after I just did them 2 rows of teas, I got 423,000. That ain't counting my most expensive tea here, who has 36 minutes. And you don't have to have a boost when you harvest the teas, really, but, I mean, it makes it more. Oh, trees. Trees you want to get anytime that you see them ready. Which tree was that? This wasn't this tree, though. Bamboo right next to it, and it's not ready. It's got 15 minutes. And then the magnolias. I've been kind of working on the magnolias. You know, magnolias are only every winter. So see, they're not going to be ready again for an hour and 5 minutes. These are a different kind of magnolia. They got all different colors. And I am almost out of gas, so. But there is a couple over here at number 16. But not many, you know, not many. But it might have been enough. Alright. Anyways, that's where that is it. Huh?